What's good guys, welcome to another video, and as you can see from the title of this video, today we're going to be talking about the 4 signs that semen retention is the right practice for you. A lot of men are not even aware yet why you would even hop on something like semen retention. There's still a lot of doubts around this topic. So with this video, I just want to give you the awareness and to clarify that semen retention can be very beneficial on a very broad spectrum in your own life. So guys, right into it. The first sign is that you want to gain control over your desires and over your lust. Semen retention is hands down, from my personal experience, the best tool to overcome this, to rewire your brain in such a way that it's no longer destructive, that it's no longer leading you towards lustful destruction and constant desire and craving. So what semen retention will do over time is that it's going to rewire your brain. Your dopamine receptors are going to rewire itself. So now you are no longer constantly seeking and desiring the next hit, because that is what you do when you are constantly releasing your sexual energy too often. And as a byproduct of that, you will naturally gravitate towards other high-level pleasure things, like fast food, like watching Netflix, like watching the dirty website. And as we know, if we constantly seek pleasure, we are not able to move forward in life. So if your desires, your urges, and you're constantly full of lust, right? If you feel as if that is keeping you stuck, semen retention is an amazing tool to overcome that. I see again and again as well is that once you master the first 30 days of semen retention, everything becomes easier afterwards, right? After 30 days, lust starts to decrease, desires start to decrease, and the cravings also start to decrease. By the way guys, I have a completely free guide you can download to reach your first 30 days of semen retention. It's in the description link down below, so feel free to use that if that's something you need on your journey. So the second sign is that you crave spiritual evolution. You crave to expand your consciousness. You crave to realize more of reality. You've been stuck in this little bubble, your own little mind. Maybe you crave a deeper connection to God. Maybe you simply crave to just step outside the little bubble you've been living in, your own mind, and you just crave to expand your own consciousness. So once again, semen retention is going to be extremely powerful for that, because your semen is your vital energy, and next to that it's your spiritual energy. You can see your sexual energy as the currency in which you purchase spiritual evolution. If you are constantly emptying yourself, if you are constantly throwing away your spiritual energy, of course it's going to be very difficult to expand your consciousness, to realize higher truths about the universe, or to simply move closer to God. In Eastern traditions, they associate your sexual energy with your Kundalini energy. And your Kundalini energy, for the majority of people, is still completely sleeping in the base of their spine. But once you start to move this Kundalini energy, which will happen through semen retention, you will start to wake this up, and over time it will move through your body. And as it moves through your body, you will notice that your body starts to tingle and your body starts to vibrate higher. So through things like meditations and being on long semen retention streaks, I've been able to awaken this energy within myself, leading to blissful experiences, seeing complete wonders with the universe, feeling so much love in my own heart that I'm crying out from tears, because I'm simply realizing the amount of love that we are simply not able to access because we're still hanging on this lower vibration. So this is going to increase your vibration, and because you are increasing your vibration, you're able to pick up on more of these types of things. You're able to grasp more of reality, and you are simply able to expand your consciousness. So the third sign that semen retention is going to be an amazing practice for you is because you've lost interest in having casual sex and self-pleasuring. You realize it's just no longer fulfilling to you. It always leaves you empty-handed. It's just a short bit of pleasure you gain, but you'll always end up feeling worse. It's draining, and you are no longer interested in doing any of this. It's just an inner feeling within yourself that this is no longer for you. You want more. You are ready to expand yourself. And you could see this as a sign from the universe to preserve your sexual energy, to keep moving forward, to go to the next phase of life. Because when you're still in casual sex and you're still self-pleasuring yourself a lot, like, I'm not going to judge that because we're all at a different phase in our life. Yet if that is something you're still doing, you will not have the capability and you will not not have the mental clarity and just the energy within yourself to move to higher states of consciousness, because it will lower your vibration. Because when you are constantly looking for casual sex, you are in the emotion of desire and lust, and you're constantly chasing the next thing. Imagine if that was no longer there. The amount of new realizations you could have and the new types of things you would be able to pursue are gonna lead into a drastic change. And I'm talking from experience here, guys. Back in the day, I've done all of that. I had a huge desire to have casual sex. I had a huge desire to self-pleasure, and with all my heart, I tried to fulfill this, and I did, right? Until I no longer became interested in any of this. So what this did to me, completely giving all this up, it started to shift my focus to things that actually gave me lasting fulfillment. Because if you are constantly pursuing these quick hits, you don't have the mental bandwidth, you don't have the mental energy to see that, hold on, there are a lot of things that are going to make me feel a lot better and a lot happier about myself, but you're simply not able to see that yet. So when you get to the point of, I no longer want this doesn't help me live a better life anymore, that's a sign semen retention is going to be great for you. So the fourth sign that semen retention is going to be very helpful for you is that you want to spark more of your inner creativity. You want to spark more of your own authenticity, and you want to do things in the world. You want to express yourself and actually do things. You will just feel more of an urge to express yourself because your sexual energy is creative energy. So when you start to retain it, you naturally feel the urge to do something with it. And if you move it towards a project or anything else, you naturally just gravitate towards expressing yourself in a more real way. You start to build up the courage within yourself to take the next step. Maybe the step back in the day you weren't able to do because you weren't confident in yourself. But now you feel so much of this energy and your whole body is screaming to take that next step. Now you're actually able to do it. You start to become more authentic, and more of your real self is simply starting to express through yourself. It becomes easier to express yourself, and you'll be able to express yourself in ways you were not aware of back in the day. Because once again, retaining your sexual energy is your creative energy. Nikola Tesla knows about this. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and many other people understand the power of retaining their sexual energy. So another thing that's going to happen is that over time, when you start to retain your sexual energy, is that it's going to be used by your brain. You start to get more ideas. And this is something I personally experience as well, again and again and again. I would just get ideas out of nowhere that are just so clear to me. It's so clear to me what to do next. And these things come out of nowhere. And I'm able to express myself in a way I was never able to do before back in the day. It's just manifesting through me as I'm building up this sexual energy in myself. It needs to go out, it needs to move out there. And as you guys might be able to see from my current energy, this is another way of transmuting the sexual energy. If I'd been depleting myself over the next few weeks, you would notice that I would not sit here with this amount of passion and this amount of energy. And this is simply a byproduct of retaining your sexual energy and transmuting it into something that just wants to express for you. You have no other option than to do it. And this is the beauty. You just feel so inclined to follow your own passion, to just do what you really want to do deep down inside yourself. And this is such a beautiful thing. Because how I see your passion is that you don't choose your passion. It is something that has been with you since you were born. Some people, they just have the natural desire to become the best footballer out there, right? The best soccer player. Yet someone else might have the desire to become the best writer. Or someone else loves building a house, right? But you don't choose this. Because if someone will ask you, why do you like this thing? It's like, yeah, I don't know, I just enjoy doing it. Right? I just like to do it. I don't know why. But naturally, you'll gravitate towards that more and more and more. So these are the 4 signs that semen retention is going to be an amazing practice for you. Guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, if you want to reach your first 30 days of semen retention, I put a free guide in the description link down below. Feel free to check it out. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.